friends. Let me introduce myself. I'm Vitaly Portnikov. The unfortunate passing of the president of Iran, Ebrahim Raisi, has gained immense global attention as one of the major news events following the tragic helicopter accident involving the Iranian leader in a remote and rugged mountainous area. However, I would not dare to assert that this death will have a profound impact on Iran's political trajectory and shape its course in a significant manner. As known, the head of Iran is not the president of the republic, but rather the supreme leader. In reality, Iran is actually more of a theocratic monarchy rather than a republic. And thus, we can confidently state that the death of the president of Iran has a significant impact, not only on the present, but also on the future of this country and the trajectory it will take in the years to come. Ebrahim Raisi was widely regarded as one of the genuine contenders for the position of leader of Iran following the unfortunate demise of Ayatollah Khamenei, who is currently holding full power and authority in the country at the present moment. It was widely believed that Raisi was fighting for future power in Iran against the son of Ayatollah himself, and there is a serious disagreement between Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran, and Raisi, the presidential candidate, regarding who should lead the government of Iran and shape its future trajectory. Both leaders, Ayatollah Khamenei and Raisi, are part of the ultra-conservative faction within the political landscape of Iran. It was Raisi who was the primary nominee of Ayatollah Khamenei and emerged victorious over the reformers of the system after unsuccessful endeavors to bring about change. Iran, however, when it comes to their own son, clan interests are significant, of course, rather than their political views or ideologies. And that is the reason why, in the past few years, there has been a significant struggle in Iran between representatives of different conservative clans in the leadership of the Iranian government. Another force that definitely did not require the presence of Ebrahim Raisi was the so-called Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, something that exists in a gray area between a terrorist organization and a conventional army. There is a belief that generals from the Corps are making an attempt to establish their own military rule in Iran. However, their efforts are being hindered by the theocratic leadership of the country. The passing of Ebrahim Raisi had a profound effect on the positions and power of his clan in a significant manner. It can be confidently stated that the issue regarding the successor of Ayatollah Khamenei will be determined by individuals other than himself. And this is of utmost importance. The president of Iran was widely recognized as a strong advocate for the development of relations between Moscow and Tehran. He is regarded as the person who insisted on the intensive supply of Iranian weapons to Russia, emphasizing the crucial need for extensive provisions to strengthen Russia's arsenal. It was Raisi who managed to convince Ayatollah Khamenei to utilize Ukraine as a testing ground for the purpose of testing Iranian weapons and gathering valuable data. He was in support of Iran's decision to launch a direct strike on Israel without any hesitation. No Iranian president had ever dared to do this prior to Ebrahim Raisi's historic presidency, and not a single one of them suggested or recommended such a solution to Ayatollah Khamenei. Hence, one can argue that this conservative politician, who was mainly remembered for his strict measures against the peaceful population of Iran, might have potentially altered the political trajectory of this nation towards a more pronounced conservatism, a heightened confrontation with the civilized world, increased levels of cooperation with Russia under the leadership of Vladimir Putin, further confrontation with Israel, and a deterioration of the situation in the Middle East. However, it has not been stated by anyone that the upcoming president of Iran and the upcoming supreme leader, who is the leader of the Islamic Republic, will be in favor of adopting a more cautious and pragmatic approach. At present, ultra-conservatives have a dominant influence on the political and social landscape of Iran, making it extremely difficult to challenge their positions. All attempts made by moderate Iranian politicians to alter the country encounter strong opposition from individuals who are of the opinion that only a radical conservative approach will be beneficial in safeguarding the theocratic regime of the Islamic Republic. However, as is frequently the case, Ebrahim Raisi himself ended up being a casualty of this exact same process. In the end, the prolonged period of Western sanctions has ultimately resulted in a multitude of serious problems when it comes to servicing both the military and civilian fleet of the Iranian Kiev Republic. And the maintenance and repair of helicopters and airplanes, and the fact that new spare parts are needed for their proper functioning, and it is not possible to upgrade those vehicles even if they are used by the highest leadership of the country. All of these factors contribute to a consistent pattern of disasters in which individuals from the Iranian leadership and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps tragically lose their lives. At this moment, the individuals affected by this strike include the president, the foreign minister, and various other high-ranking officials of the country. However, it should not be thought that this disaster can actually lead to a change in Iran's foreign policy course, and to the understanding by its leaders that with their reckless policy and confrontation with the civilized world, they are digging a grave for themselves and their fellow citizens. After all, a totalitarian regime is characterized by the fact that there can be no real discussion about significant changes within it. Because in actuality, politics is precisely defined by the necessity of confrontation, the search for an enemy, the readiness to launch military strikes, and the attempts to acquire weapons that will protect the regime from any attempts to overthrow it or undermine its stability. That is the reason why the Iranian regime is so in need of nuclear weapons, with supporters of obtaining which included Ebrahim Raisi, the current president of Iran. However, the president of Iran will not perceive this ongoing implementation of his own policy by others and will never comprehend that he has become a victim of his own life principles and the consequences of his actions. Expressing gratitude. Kindly remain on this channel, subscribe to it, avail yourself of the support opportunities. Wishing you the best of luck.